Welcome to Subramani. I'm going to answer some questions. So first question that I'm taking up is, my concern is to hold shares for dividends for my retirement on direct equities. For other goals, I fix myself to mutual fund to participate in equity market. Is this the right approach? I really don't know, because the most important thing about personal finance is it's really personal. If you are comfortable buying and selling equities, if you are comfortable investing in equities, then maybe you should do. But if you do not know how to invest in equities and you are now saying I want to invest in equities because you are part of a big bull market now, then the chances are that maybe if the market goes bad, then you will realize that your risk taking potential was not so high, etc. So if you are into mutual funds and it is doing well, continue that. If you are into direct equity, you're buying and selling and you are happy making that kind of money and you're happy with the returns that you are getting, and you think you will be able to meet your goals, then so be it. How can I make sure that the dividends are sustainable? I've done videos on this, saying how dividends are sustainable and what I do to make sure when there are dividend cuts, how to handle it. I've also done a video saying how to avoid dividend cuts, but I've also said how to handle dividend cuts if it were to happen. Then there are no, request you to make a video on the complete works of Swami Vivekananda. I have no plans of going into philosophy videos, but there is some thought in my head that I will make something about Shankaracharya's book on Deivatin Kural, or the sound of God, voice of God. So something like that. So maybe, but right now no promises, and I'm not very clear that I want to do it. I love your rational analysis. Thank you. Very informative. You're talking of IIPM, one company, that Nestle. Amazing that your Hindi sounding so clean. We converted 2 seniors to business class for travel abroad to see their children. It is tough to convince parents about using even the air conditioner. Even after installing one for my father, he used it voluntarily hardly 10 days in 2 years, and my mother refused it outright. Yes, it is possible that you create wealth for your parents, but they don't want to enjoy it. They somehow feel guilty using that. So somebody who's gone through bad times, suppose your father was unemployed from his age of say 23 to 25, he did not find a job. Imagine the taunts that he would have got in a joint family. His own father, brothers, mother would have taunted him. So some of those things, or his mother would have very innocently said, oh, since you are at home, go and. So it's very difficult to know how people will react to a situation where they have had a bad experience in the past. So if somebody is bullying your child in school, it is perhaps that kid is coming from a very difficult background. It's very difficult to explain to a 3rd standard kid or a 4th standard kid that he should show some love and concern for the person who is bullying him. But similarly, you do not know the background of the person who is doing this. So very difficult for many seniors today. Seniors, I would mean people in their 60s, 70s and 80s, to think that it is okay to use some air conditioner or travel by business class when you're traveling long distance, to sleep very comfortably in the plane. Recently, a friend of mine who had some good stock options took his parents, his sister, his nephew and niece. He took them to US by first class, not even business class. He had really hit big time, and they couldn't believe their luck because they had never gone abroad. His sister had never gone abroad, so his parents had gone earlier and stayed with him, but here he was taking them by first class. Well, these things do happen, but you will have to spend the money. It's very difficult to get a senior citizen to spend money on himself. There are senior citizens I know who would give a lot of donation, but spending on themselves, they find it very difficult. Thank you for reiterating about fake propaganda of overnight success. Yeah, this is something which I'm happy that you also noticed, that too many videos saying, oh, this is how you can become rich overnight and stuff like that. It doesn't really happen. It takes 25 years to create passive income. So anybody who tells you, oh, create passive income, you can retire in 5 years, bad luck. I use YouTube Premium. I'm an admirer of your videos and honest experience, blah blah blah. how investment and trading works but do not have cognitive ability, there are a lot of ways in which you can learn how to invest, but watching videos, reading books, etc. is definitely one way of learning how to invest. So maybe you should try some of those things. Otherwise, I do not know how to teach. I don't have a college which I am running. So I'm 33 and a part of NSE just for a year, building my portfolio gradually. Your comment on missing 7 years of compounding is frightening. That's true. During your investment years, whatever time that you can get, put as much money as you can for as long as you can. That's the only way to create wealth in equity. Don't worry too much about timing. Even after Pearl Harbor, after some time, the market did recover. Remember that.